welcome to your reading for December the 14th through the 16th, the weekend. I hope you are well. Welcome to all my old and new subscribers. If you are a new visitor, click the little subscribe button for me. Thank you very much. That way we can stay in contact and you can continue to stop by and you won't miss anything. And everybody's been asking me about Christmas pricing on readings. I did go ahead and I did reduce 30-minute and 45-minute for Christmas, but in January they're going to have to go back up to regular price. So just letting you know there will not be any specials in January. So take a look up at empresstarot.com. For those of you that have been donating to the channel, thank you so much. You have brought some new decks to our channel, as well as I'm in the process of getting ready to get a new tripod, and hopefully that will help as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Aries, December 14th through the 16th. We are using the Radiant Rider-Waite deck for you. There is a link to the cards, the Amazon link, down below in the description box. We received the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. Something's changed for you either recently or is going to this weekend, towards the beginning of the weekend. Some sort of surprise. We have the Page of Swords. You're waiting to hear something. You might be watching somebody. You have the Devil card. 3 major arcana cards here. All right, Aries, what else have we got for you? I wasn't planning on taking flyouts, but Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is about finding that work-life balance. It's about putting too much effort into one thing and not enough into another. Underneath that was the Knight of Wands, 8 of Swords, Knight of Cups. Let me move these. Bear with me. Counter maintenance. There's a lot of noise outside today too, by the way. There's been a lot of sirens and stuff like that. So, okay. With the Page of Swords. Page of Swords often brings clarity to a situation via communication. You may be waiting to hear about something. I feel, Aries, as if there are some of you you've been waiting to hear some sort of news. I'm feeling this. Bear with me for just a moment. For a couple of you, I feel like you're waiting to hear news in your job regarding a bonus or something of that nature, either an increase in pay or bonus. For others, I feel like there's been something that's been going on in your mind over and over again. It's been causing you to lose some sleep. Yeah, see, I feel somebody just suddenly, I feel somebody like as if they just they get home at night and they sink down in their chair and they're just like, ugh. You know, it's a it's a deep sadness. So for some of you, I feel like whatever has been plaguing you that you have not had clarity on, you're going to gain clarity on this weekend. This Page of Swords, like I said, often brings some sort of clarity, some sort of news that you've been waiting to hear in order to bring clarity to a situation. But this, for me, in this particular deck, not in all decks, but in this particular deck, it also can be related to somebody watching you on social media, or you're watching somebody on social media. especially, you know, they're on this little hill. They're like looking down at everything. It's kind of like, you know, secretly watching somebody on social media. So either in the recent past or coming up towards the beginning of the weekend, there could be a tower moment. I feel for most of you, this tower moment is going to come in the form of communication, rather than something bad that happens. And when a tower moment occurs, the surprise that happens with the tower moment is meant to help you to start over. So whether that's to start over and building a stronger foundation or to move on to something else, it always exposes something that's weak and not working in order to fix it or in order to move forward. But you also have another surprise event coming in here with this Wheel of Fortune. So these could be either two separate events or they could be the same event. Now here's the difference between the two. Tower can often cause fear. So when this surprise thing happens, you may suddenly have some fear, Aries, but that will soon be followed with a calm and patient energy, but a little bit of confusion. And so if this is the same event, if this is two separate events, you may suddenly all of a sudden feel like, oh my goodness, you know, what in the world has all happened here in my life? How is this possible? Now keep in mind that when the tower occurs in our life, when this kind of surprise occurs, it kind of like blindsides us out of nowhere. It's a call for us to be grateful for the things that we do have in our life and to be grateful for the people in our life. Well, when this kind of surprise occurs with the Wheel of Fortune, destiny, remember sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, sometimes it's just blah. You know, when this kind of surprise event comes in, it's so that we learn something. So rebuild, learn, rebuild, learn. Gratitude, knowledge, gratitude, knowledge. It's for us to be able to move forward with all the knowledge that we need to avoid such events in the future, or to make a change in some area of our life, transform something, and to rebuild something that wasn't quite working. Well, towards the future, or towards the end of the weekend, we have the Devil card. Well, the Devil card does tell us to let go of past difficulties, past trials, past circumstances. I feel, however, though, that this could be a destructive energy for you when these surprise things occur in your life. You could turn to different forms of temptation to take away the mental strains and struggles associated with that. And this is a big warning to be careful of that. You know, you could turn to alcohol, you could turn to drugs, sex addictions, gambling, anything that can interfere with your life in a toxic manner. So it's a strong warning, since this is in the future. This can be changed. This can be turned around. So it's a strong warning not to give into this fear and confusion here of these two cards. If you can make it past that difficult struggle, then you have the potential for a new opportunity to arrive in your life. A new opportunity that comes as a result of those changes. But you have to be very cautious about temptations and having balance in your life, Aries. You know, I think that that the Devil card is kind of a little bit of a wake-up call for some of us, because a lot of people, that's how they process stress and strain. You know, I've processed stress and strain in that way myself. I'm not passing judgment on anybody, but you have to be very cautious, because that can interfere in other areas of your life. So be cautious that it does not prevent this opportunity from coming into your life. All right, Aries. Yeah, and see, here we go. View, sorry, I have an itchy ear. Doesn't that mean something? Like somebody's thinking about me or whatever. View from above, get the big picture. This is extremely important because I feel that whenever this surprise thing happens, what are some examples? Okay, let's say somebody suddenly breaks up with you, or you get a bill in the mail that's beyond your means to handle, or oh gosh, I hope somebody's car is not being repossessed. Pay your car bill. If somebody's been delaying on paying your car bill, pay your car bill. You know, it's usually something like that just comes out of the blue that you're not expecting, really. You know, could be anything. Could be anything. Now, it can also be positive. So suddenly you may get a check in the mail because you overpaid on a bill 6 months ago and they just did their accounting and you just discovered you're now $200 richer or something. You know, so it can be positive too. It doesn't have to be negative. But usually when the Tower comes, it can cause fear. So usually this type of surprise is something that, you know, you're not expecting at all. Maybe you find out that, you know, your job suddenly wants you to move to Phoenix, Arizona, and you live in, you know, New York City, and you're like, I don't know how to adjust to that kind of a move, you know. That's a possibility as well. Could be anything. But the important thing is that you need to look at it from above. So you need to step outside of the situation and look at the big picture. How is this affecting my life? Is this helping me to move forward in the future to get to this new opportunity? What is it that I need to learn from this situation? What is it that I need to be grateful for and recognize that this is doing a positive work in my life? So Aries, I think you're the first sign that didn't get a love reading. It could have to do with love. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it really could have to do with any area of your life. So let's see what we have in the romance angels for my Aries viewers. All my Pisces cross watchers that are dealing with Aries are like, bums, it's not a love reading. I love y'all, Pisces. Okay. Aries, Aries, Aries. Forgiving and learning. Now see, you could have something going on with your love life here. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So it's possible that you may have to release an old love or heal from a situation from your past that may be blocking you from moving forward. Aries, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to the channel. Please hit the like button. Comment if you will. I'd love to know how this applies to your life. And I'll see y'all again soon. Bye-bye.